To our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started. Prize there, Chase Young. Coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down. On first down, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out.
You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 22, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Yee!
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So the Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's tipped. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
See, pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And the play fake, and now Heineke. And he's going to go down. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sly able to put this one through. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To try again after the sack. Watson under pressure. They got him again. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now an option play on second down. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take the...
Like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Not carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It showed some tough running, but from the 5, 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And he gets him a little bit close.
Gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Sly able to put this one through after the made field goal. Here's Sly to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Well, now how about this return? The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet down. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Again, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he
intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing.
It's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And this time he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now throwing on 3rd down, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football, but But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete.
Be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the... Started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
93.
Here's Carr to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
In motion goes the tight end. On play action, Heineke.
Yeet.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Carr going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Carr now on 1st down. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
For as much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gibson here running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play action. Now Heineke. Now the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr down to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Carr again. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Yeet.
And some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Carr. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Heineke on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. This is Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets up. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Back to Renfro again, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The quick slant caught. A Raider 1st down, Carter Renfro.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. And now here's another interception. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Heineke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Carr. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Carr. Trucks him. Touchdown, Raiders. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Makes the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing. Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to about the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Heineke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
A long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on 1st down. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A give up the middle to Gibson. Shoves him away.
Yeet!
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 38 yards.